Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Rtavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Bhagavad-gite Bhavat-peshinim. Oh. Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism, O goddess contained in the 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of the rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Now, Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa-chanūra-mardanam Devakim Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. O son of Vasudeva, slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Krishna, supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. So today we are on to the 27th shloka of the second adhyaya of the Bhagavad Gita, Sankhya Yoga, where Sri Krishna is explaining to Arjuna, narrating to Arjuna, teaching Arjuna the nature of Atman. That is, Atman is the only permanent thing. And even if we consider Atman to be coming and going with the bodies, there is no need to feel sorry about killing your enemy for the just cause, for the righteous purpose. Sri Krishna in this 27th shloka is saying, jātasya hi dhruvo mṛityur dhruvaṁ janma mṛitasya tasmād aparihārye rthe tvaṁ śhochitum arhasi. Na śhochitum arhasi. There is no need to grieve, there is no need to feel sorrow. That is, again and again Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna to bring him out of that state of despondency that he has got into. He has slumped on in the chariot. The mighty bow has slipped from his hand, Gandiv, and he's just sitting there at the feet of Krishna, telling him that, oh Krishna, I just failed to understand anything. Now he has surrendered himself at the lotus feet of the Lord, begging him to tell him what to do. And Krishna is, in this second chapter of the Sankhya Yoga, is explaining to him the nature of the Atman. That Atman is the only thing. And then from the previous shloka, the 26th shloka that we read, now Krishna is he is telling Arjuna a bit different. Accepted that, okay, Atman is tangible. Supposing Atman takes birth, Atman is undergoes death. What is the need for grieving for impermanent things? There is no need. And once again, Sri Krishna is reconfirming that fact in this shloka. Jātasya hi dhruvo mṛityur. Jātasya, one which is born, one which gets birth. Hi dhruvo. Verily it is certain. He is verily, dhruvo is certain. Certain what? Dhruvo mṛityur. So one which is born, know for sure, it faces it dies one day. Every life, every birth has death as its counterpart. Dhruvaṁ janma mṛitasya. Also understand, It is very much certain that janma mṛitasya, one who is born, one who is dead, is again born. So Krishna is explaining this dichotomy of the life to Arjuna. One which is born certainly faces death, and also know for sure one which dies again has to take birth, that is for sure. Tasmād aparihārye rthe. Tasmād is therefore. Aparihārye, inevitable. Aparihārye is inevitable. You cannot avoid it. Rthe, the matter, no, not, tvaṁ, thou, śhochitum, grieve, arhasi, you should not grieve. Knowing that one which takes birth certainly has to face death, and also one which dies certainly has to be born again. Knowing this for sure, this inevitable fact, you should not grieve therefore. Therefore, you should not feel sorry about it. You should not sorrow. Death is certain of that which is born. Birth is certain of that which is death. The cycle has to continue. You should not therefore lament over the inevitable, one which is bound to happen. What is the need to feel sorry about it? What is the need to lament over the inevitable? Now, Swami Chidbhavanandaji's commentary on this shlok. When a body fails to function properly, it disintegrates and undergoes the modification called death. That is the reality. Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya. The moment the indweller feels this garment to be not suitable for wearing anymore, he'll throw the garment and get a new. Likewise, when the body fails to function properly, it disintegrates and undergoes the modification which is called as death. But other bodies crop up from the same modified matter. They contain inherent propelling force called desire, which drives them on to the activities of life. Birth and death are thus a matter of course. Now Sri Krishna has spoken these words, jātasya dhruvo mṛityur, dhruvaṁ, janma mṛitasya, for those who are not ever free. Those souls who still have some desire left out in them under the influence of Mahamaya, under the influence of delusion, of that illusion. That I have to enjoy these. I have to enjoy those who get entangled in the worldly enjoyments, experiencing the sweet and bitter fruits. Fruits of pleasure and pain, the fruits of joy and sorrow. For them, this cycle of birth and death, it is everlasting till they have desire left out in them. Our Holy Mother, Sri Sarda Devi, says that even if a person has a desire to eat a grain of sugar, he cannot be free. He has to get into this cycle of birth and death. So Sri Krishna is telling about that aspect of the cycle of birth and death. That for every birth, death is inevitable. For every death, next birth is inevitable. The school of nihilism believes in an individual retaining his individuality as long as the motive power of karma lasts. That is the form of nihilist philosophy, the Shunyavad. According to them, body, the individual retains the individuality as long as the motive power of karma is still there, hidden inside. till that desire, till that motive power of karma lasts, individuality is retained, and Atman seeks newer and newer and newer and newer bodies, one after the other, taking birth, facing death, taking birth, facing death, till the time that motive power karma is not lost, the desires are not lost. His individuality continues through births and deaths. The exhausting of his karma is like the end of oil in a burning lamp. Only when the oil completely gets over from burning lamp, then that wick which is there giving the light, it cannot burn at all. Then everything is over. Then once the desires come to an end, there is no life, no death. But till then, yes, till then, for the ordinary souls which are not ever free, which are not liberated souls, for the bound souls, and even for the mumukshu souls, for those who are trying liberation, this birth and death continues. Even so, a man ceases to be when his karma comes to an end. Another school of atheism, that is another school of thought. Atheism, the Nirishwarvad, those who don't believe in God as the atheists. Their view is that a man's assuming a body and then annihilating is a matter of course of nature, even as a lump of clay in a river continues to change its form and shape. According to them, this birth and death is nothing but it is a natural consequence. For taking birth and getting old, it is a part of continuous change. Even that, the atheists, those supposedly not believing in the transmigration of the soul, even they consider it, yes. The body undergoes change because it is the law of nature. Everything that comes into existence has to undergo these phases of growth, change, decay, and perish. So if that is the thing, if everything is under the stage of modification, under the stage of changes, then with every change, why should we mourn of crossing over from one stage to another? What is the need to mourn if caterpillar gets into cocoon and this beautiful butterfly comes out, and then next moment the butterfly dies? Is there any reason to grieve about? Is there any reason to feel sorry about it? Is there any reason for becoming upset over that change? No, it is nature's doing. So if that is what is happening everywhere around us, what is the need to grieve if I happen to kill somebody who has done extremely evil deeds, who has waged a war against me? Under those circumstances, I happen to kill my enemy on the righteous war, on the righteous Kurukshetra, Dharmakshetra. What is the need to feel sorry about it? There is no need to be despondent. There is no need to be to be sorrowful about it. So that is again Sri Krishna is emphasizing this fact in Arjuna's mind and again asking him, come up, give up this unmanliness, and stand up, pick up your arms, pick up your affinations, pick up your bow and start fighting. That is ultimate objective of Sri Krishna telling all these philosophical teachings, giving all these philosophical teachings to Arjuna. And that was the 27th shlok for our today's reading. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु। जय श्री रामकृष्ण। जय ठाकुर। जय मां। जय स्वामी।